Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It is official. John Cena will be facing Gunther in his last ever match at Saturday night's main event. After the conclusion of the Last Time Is Now tournament, Gunther revealed exactly how he plans to beat John Cena. In the finals of the Last Time Is Now tournament, Gunther had to go up against his biggest challenge yet, LA Knight. While he defeated Javon Evans, Carmelo Hayes and Solo Sikoa to reach the finals, the megastar was on another level. And to combat this, Gunther's strategy was to target LA Knight's neck repeatedly. This became a pain point, and in the end, Gunther used a move eerily similar to the STF to make LA Knight tap out. After a long struggle, the megastar was left with no choice but to submit. This is exactly what Gunther plans to do. In his closing message to John Cena, Gunther said that the GOAT will tap out in his final match ever at Saturday night's main event. Gunther winning the Last Time Is Now tournament shouldn't come as a surprise. He was the favorite going into the tournament, where he made his long-awaited return after a few months of absence following SummerSlam 2025. Now, in the same year that he retired Goldberg, he will be Cena's last ever opponent. It's quite the accomplishment for the ring general, who intends to make a statement at Saturday night's main event by making the GOAT tap out. This is why he applied a submission hold that was similar to the STF, as it was his way of making a huge statement. Either way, things are going to be interesting at SNME. Bayley will be facing NXT Sol Ruka, while Cody Rhodes will face the winner of the NXT title match between Ricky Saints and Oba Femi at Deadline. John Cena's final opponent already revealed exactly how he plans to beat him at Saturday night's main event as the wrestling world braces for what could be one of the most emotional showdowns of this generation. With retirement looming and speculation reaching a fever pitch, the iconic 16-time world champion is preparing for what many believe will be the last major battle of his storied career. However, his opponent has decided to raise the stakes even further by openly detailing the exact strategy he intends to use to hand Cena his final defeat, sending shockwaves through WWE fans across the globe. Saturday night's main event has been heavily promoted as a career-defining night for Cena. Yet the declaration from his adversary has brought a new layer of intensity to the storyline. According to backstage sources, WWE officials were not expecting the challenger to publicly outline such a detailed plan, but insiders say the decision was deliberate, meant to get into Cena's head before the bell even rings. In a recent interview, Cena's opponent boldly stated that he has studied every aspect of Cena's in-ring style and believes he has identified a consistent pattern that can be exploited. He emphasized that this is not about disrespect but about proving himself against a living legend. The comments quickly went viral, prompting a wave of speculation from fans and analysts alike. The challenger explained that his primary strategy focuses on breaking down Cena's stamina early. He claimed that despite Cena's extraordinary conditioning and famous second wind, the veteran has shown signs of slowing down in the opening minutes of his last few matches. His plan is to take advantage of this, push the pace from the beginning, and force Cena into a defensive position he isn't used to. He made it clear that he wants to expose what he calls the unspoken truth of Cena's recent performances, that his endurance is no longer the same as it was during the peak of his championship years. This statement alone sparked intense reactions, as Cena's cardio and strength have long been considered untouchable. Another key point in the opponent's strategy revolves around countering Cena's iconic comeback sequence. For nearly 2 decades, fans have become familiar with Cena's signature, never give up rally, a series of explosive moves that often turn the tide of a match. The challenger revealed that he has trained specifically to intercept the 5-knuckle shuffle setup, shutting down the momentum before Cena can fully recover. He went as far as saying that once he stops that sequence, Cena will mentally falter, giving him the psychological edge needed to control the remainder of the contest. Reports from the WWE Performance Center indicate that the challenger has spent the last several weeks working with submission specialists to incorporate a new finishing move, one designed to target Cena's surgically repaired shoulder. According to sources close to his camp, the belief is that Cena's previous injuries have created a vulnerability that has been overlooked for years. While Cena has powered through countless bouts since then, the challenger insists that attacking the shoulder will be the key to forcing Cena into a rare moment of weakness. The revelation of this plan has already stirred controversy, with some fans labeling it as dishonorable while others praise the tactical approach as brilliant. Interestingly, several WWE legends have weighed in on the challenger's bold claims. Some argue that openly revealing his strategy is a psychological ploy meant to intimidate Cena while still building anticipation among fans. Others, however, caution that giving away so much information could backfire, as Cena has always excelled when adapting under pressure. One Hall of Famer even noted that, "Cena is most dangerous when he knows you're coming," suggesting that the challenger may have unintentionally equipped Cena with everything he needs to prepare the perfect counterattack. Cena himself has remained surprisingly silent in response. According to insiders, the veteran is fully aware of the interview but has chosen to stay composed, focusing instead on training and reflecting on the possibility that this may indeed be his last major moment in WWE. Cena's camp has described him as laser-focused, disciplined, and emotionally grounded, a description that only adds to the intrigue. Fans have grown accustomed to Cena delivering passionate speeches ahead of major milestone matches, but the absence of one this time has led many to believe he is saving his energy for the ring. Meanwhile, WWE has masterfully woven the tension into its ongoing storylines. The company is promoting the match as a battle of eras, Cena's legacy versus the rise of a new dominant force. The challenger's confidence has become a central talking point, raising the stakes far beyond a simple win-loss record. This match is being framed as a symbolic passing of the torch, but whether Cena is truly prepared to hand it over remains uncertain. The challenger insists this is not about ending Cena's career but establishing his own future. Still, the idea that he could be the man to retire one of WWE's most iconic figures adds monumental pressure to the bout. Social media platforms have erupted with fan theories, predictions, and heated debates. Some fans argue that Cena's opponent revealing such a detailed plan is evidence that WWE is building toward an underdog victory for Cena, one last heroic triumph before stepping away. Others believe the transparency is a sign of absolute confidence, signaling that Cena may indeed be outmatched for the first time in years. The challenger's supporters have praised his boldness, calling him one of the few new stars unafraid to confront legends head-on. Cena's longtime loyal fans, however, argue that the challenger's words are simply fuel for the veteran's unstoppable determination. As the event approaches, ticket sales for Saturday night's main event have skyrocketed, and WWE officials expect it to be one of the most watched non-premium live events in recent memory. The emotional weight of Cena's possible farewell combined with the challenger's tactical bravado has created the perfect storm for a historic confrontation. Every detail, every promo, and every stare-down has added layers to a story that fans will remember long after the final bell rings. Backstage sources have revealed that WWE Creative is keeping the final match layout heavily protected, with only a handful of individuals aware of what the actual finish will be. Some insiders claim that Cena has had direct input into the outcome, while others believe he has left it entirely in WWE's hands as a gesture of respect for the next generation. Regardless of how the match ends, the challenger's open strategy breakdown has injected a rare sense of unpredictability into the storyline. Even seasoned analysts admit that this level of transparency is almost unheard of, making it impossible to determine whether the challenger is overconfident or simply brilliant. The challenger has even hinted that he intends to use Cena's own message against him. He stated that the never give up mantra, while inspirational, can sometimes blind Cena to danger, causing him to overextend in high-pressure situations. By forcing Cena into countless defensive sequences, he plans to make the veteran so desperate for a comeback that he creates openings for counterattacks. He ended his interview with a chilling statement, saying, "I don't just want to beat John Cena. I want to make him understand that his time is truly up." This line, echoing Cena's own famous catchphrase, immediately went viral, prompting thousands of reactions from fans who viewed it as either disrespectful or brilliantly poetic. The challenger's willingness to step into the psychological arena shows that he is not just preparing physically but mentally as well, attempting to strike at the heart of Cena's identity. Whether this will shake Cena's confidence or fuel him further remains to be seen. With only days left until Saturday night's main event, the anticipation is reaching unprecedented levels. The challenger continues to publicly train, posting clips of his preparation and emphasizing that everything he has done over the past decade has led to this moment. He claims that beating Cena is not just a victory, it is the final step toward cementing himself as the future face of WWE. Meanwhile, Cena's sparse public appearances have only intensified curiosity about his mindset. In the end, the world is about to witness a clash built on legacy, ambition, strategy, and pride. Cena's opponent has already exposed his game plan, leaving no secrets and no excuses. Now the question is whether this bold move will become a legendary moment of brilliance or a critical mistake against one of the greatest WWE superstars of all time. As the countdown to Saturday night's main event continues, fans worldwide hold their breath, knowing they may be watching the final chapter of John Cena's extraordinary career. and possibly the beginning of a new era shaped by the man who dared to openly reveal exactly how he plans to defeat him. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.